Hi, welcome to Antique Quest and our walkthrough video for our upcoming auction, which is our summer Blockbuster, which is in two parts. We have part one on now, and that will end this Thursday coming up, starting at 9 o'clock, and part two will follow directly after that. So part one we're going to show you today, which is some great antiques, some fabulous artwork, some really neat old items, lots of nautical stuff, ship models, that sort of thing. And following up will be collectibles, advertising, old toys, and a great collection of parking meters, old vintage parking meters, and even some other items associated with parking meters. So, and these two fabulous jukeboxes, which you probably can't see, which are down in front of me, but they're full size and they're going to be in the follow-up part two auction. So today we're going to do part one, so we're going to walk around and show you some things. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, please get in touch with me. And remember, it closes this Thursday starting at 9 o'clock Atlantic time, and starts to soft close then. So let's have a look, see what we have. Thanks. First off, we have this fantastic antique hanging oil light. So it would hold an oil lamp inside and it would pull down from the ceiling, but it has these incredible etched glass panels all set in brass, and bird, a couple of deer, some flowers, and if I can get around here, a couple of men fishing in a boat, most likely Peter. Just a fantastic early hanging lamp fixture. Here's the one that was behind me. This is a fabulous early folk art nautical scene of ships fighting a storm. A really good, very early Nova Scotia piece on a panel, like an old artist panel, but not framed. So it has a little bow to the whole thing, kind of twists a little bit, but once it's put in a frame, that should pull that straight. Just move you along the table here. Got this nice early butter churn in great condition. We've got these great either folk art pieces or maybe even early toys made for kids. Really neat buffalo there and a pig. It's great, beautiful early copper pot. Great big round one. I swear I can't get back far enough and move it with my arm here. Just a nice early piece, great decorator piece here. Let's see if I can get back further. Okay, and we have various things. A nice Ansonia clock there. I'll just sort of pan in and around. Nice gilt clock, and that one's in fully working condition. Comes with a key. Got nice early scales. There's a couple of those in the sale. Nice big mortar and pestle. Some early compasses. And a great door knocker here. And a ship's compass there. And great early tramp art piece here. I mean, this is fantastic. It does have a few small issues, but look at that nice old interior that was a really nice color at one time, faded away. There's a few little chips just on the edges here, right on the high points. Very hard to notice. Just a great early piece. Really well done for you tramp art collectors. And this is great. I love the color of this leather. This old leather case that contained the flag for the ship. And inside was actually this early Zippo, which is B. Hastings. I don't think it's going to focus here, but let's see. B. Hastings, HMCS, Cape Scott. So that was the ship that this all came from, which is really neat. And this beautiful cut crystal table lamp here with all its crystals hanging down there. Just a gorgeous piece. There's our other small scale with a set of weights. Really early dictionary, Webster's Dictionary. And here's a classic, let me just move this a little bit. Classic chrome 1930s, early 40s ship light. Still has the original wiring on it, which might be a good idea to replace, but that shows you it's original. Great piece. Now this one by Laura Stevenson. It is really neat piece of pottery here, and a good size. And it's called the Bee Dream. And if you see, she's got these little enameled bees on her. Get around to the back. This back's actually as interesting as the front. In the background there is a scale. It's also for sale, an old jeweler's scale, case scale. Let's see if I can get around back here. What a great piece of pottery. A couple more bees, lots of flowers around her. And called the Bee Dream. Now this, we may have another piece of hers coming in an auction soon. It's very similar. Sorry you're not getting a view as I move it around. But it's all fully signed here inside this little hollow. But I can't find anything out about her, so some research would do. A lot of good, I'm sure. This really neat West Coast style carving. Anyway, it does have a maker's mark up in there, and then there's pencil written in here around the side here, which also bears that same mark, but I cannot make out what it says, unfortunately. It's possibly a cedar. I'm not really sure of the type of wood here. It does have the wavy lines, but it's a beautiful carved piece. My guess would be it's contemporary, but I do believe it's West Coast made. And we have a beautiful little ship model here. A ship built in Port Wade, Nova Scotia. Just a nice little size. Usually these are huge, but this one's nice, manageable, small size. Beautifully done. And then we have a big model back here, the Jack Stone. There's a lot of models of ships in here today. And we have a lot more coming, actually. We've had a real run of fabulous ship models. There's this nice little one here. Beautiful little ship model there. And down here we have an absolutely massive Spode blue and white teapot. Some very nice silver necklaces here. I particularly like that one with sea glass. It's very interesting. Big old silver ring. A very large canister, porcelain German canister set. That one's pickup only, so just watch for that in the listings. We have a beautiful, I don't know how I'm going to get it back there. A couple nice Satsuma small vases. A larger oriental vase on stand with monkeys all around. Some neat little jade pieces. That's the doctor's kit, which I'm not going to fish out right now. And then we have this sterling fork set over here. Okay, that completes the center row. The outside wall here, there's a very large David Lacey, which unfortunately my light just gave out above. Let's remove this stuff. We're still fighting for room. But that's a very large one. The color is not coming out through this properly because my light up on the wall there just gave out. But it's a beautiful David Lacey painting. We'll move along here, and we have a very nice, colorful Don Oman. Let's see if this light works. Oh, that might make it worse. I don't know. Nice, colorful Don Oman of a rowboat. Another David Lacey painting here of Granville Ferry. Very nice. Get this really neat, round front and back ship model. Quite a large model. I don't know if it's supposed to represent a Chinese junk or something along that line. And we have basket lots. We have lots of Micmac baskets. Various collections of those. What do we got over here? We have the map of the rivers of England. It's got, of course, the fold lines in it where it was folded for years and years. I'll just show you over here. That's another lot of knick-knack baskets we have. And there are various conditions. I mean, obviously these are splint and they get little breaks and whatnot here and there, but for the most part they're all in pretty good shape. Okay. This is an interesting book that was actually given by Lady Van Horn as a gift at Christmas. Aristocrats of the Garden. And what do we have over here? We have a massive copper pot. Not terribly old in my opinion, but very decorative, very nice big copper pot. Got some great Chinese silk screens or block prints, or possibly Japanese, that one I'm not sure. Oh. And this one of the spears. Oh, it's very hard to do things one-handed. I'll have to hire a photographer one of these days. Nice old wooden bike wheel. A lot of this is lots for the next one, but that clock is in there, Picto clock. Those decoys are in there. And then we have this great totem pole here on a base. So really neat carved piece. This again, of course, is pickup only because of the size of it. It has this wonderful bald eagle on the top, which we see flying around here all the time out by the river. Just some great work on this one. No signature anywhere on it, so we can't tell you who the maker was. But neat piece. All right. Oh, we didn't do these decoys down here. And this absolutely gorgeous ship's box. I mean, it's had some repairs over its life, but just look at the color. It's got a canted front here. Would have nice rope beckets on the side originally. Brackets are still there. But what a beautiful early ship's trunk. Go online. Lots of good pictures of it online. Okay, very nice limited edition print here. I am not going to attempt to say the name of the artist, but a very well-known European artist, and very nicely framed, that piece. But go online, have a look. Very accomplished artist there. And we have various paintings. Another David Lacey there. This garden painting here. And the mysterious one is very interesting, this painting. It was purchased by the people when they first came to Nova Scotia, actually in an estate sale. But very interesting. Very nicely done. And down here we have a massive ship's prop, bronze, pickup only because it weighs a ton. This wonderful little stool. Now, the covering of this stool does it no justice at all, but the legs are absolutely fabulous. All pinned little chamfered legs with great color. Just a nice little Canadiana piece. A beautiful Biedermeier doll there with the full kit body. Let me just adjust something here for a minute. Now I can hold things straight. Caulking mallet for a ship. This one has just great color. It's even driven that one metal band all the way down. But just a really nice caulking mallet there with great original color. Very interesting wall box here with some incredible metal work on it. My hunch is, it's, come on, focus. My hunch is that it's from the other side of the ocean, but it was found in Liverpool. I believe it might have been brought back by a sailor at one point who has carved this into the front of it at a later date. That's my best guess on that one. Another painting of Granville Ferry, quite a long one there. There's another beautiful David Lacey painting. Does some incredible work. Here's a beautifully framed reproduction of a cast marble. Not exactly sure what that's made of. almost like a chalky resin, but not the original marble, of course. And here's a nice smaller David Lacey, but I really like the reflection in the water on that one. And there's a Ray Smith hiding back there, just of an Annapolis field. And then we have quite a large David Lacey with a kind of a morning mist and the ship on the water. Really nice painting there. Another reproduction of a marble cast. This large whirligig here. The man sawing the log. Nice condition. And over here we have a large painting of a ship fighting for its life. That's signed J.H. Ferguson. And above that is the half hull. Now the actual half hull model there was found in Captain Snow's house in between the walls when they were doing renovation, and then they had it mounted onto that really nice board there. But that's an old ship's hull, and this is quite large. This fabulous painting of a native Indian, really well done, great color to it, and it's by Sproul, Annapolis. So it's a local piece. I don't know much about this carver, but an older piece for sure. Been in the man's house for quite some time, but it's got a great face. Nice deep carving too. Okay, and over here we have the Virginia Pilot Boat, 1805 model. And this one even has, is this the one that has the little metal parts? Can't recall right now, but really nice model. And here's the great folk art one. This is Bay Roberts, Newfoundland. Just a really neat cased diorama half hull ship. And we got another folky model ship below that. And we got this great early print of a dog saving a girl. Are they a shipwreck or drowning? Another nice, fair size Granville Ferry painting. Scale. Another mantle clock. And over here we have a smaller bronze 3-bladed prop. Really nice pond yacht model there. No mast, makes it shippable actually. Nifty little Vancouver postcard if the mailman's bag actually opens and brings out pictures. This is a great graphic. Look how strong of a design that is. A remnant of something, but just a great decorator piece. Early fishing boat model. Another David Lacey back there. A little smaller one. And we move across here. We have a very large Chinese serigraph or block print. Very colorful piece. You need some color in a room, that's the one. And we have a Heike Wagner. Now there's actually, I think, 4 or 5 Heike Wagners that all go together in one lot. That's actually the largest one, wouldn't fit over in the case where we have the other ones. And we have a David Rafuse skunk and a Robichaux cat. Don't worry about shipping, his tail does come out easily, so he can be sent in a smaller box. Nice early cast iron. Oh. Nutcracker, dog nutcracker. Now these are DeVoe paintings, and she's down on the French shore, and I think that one's fantastic. Really nicely framed, all similar framing, so I imagine the artist done. And this one of the girl feeding the chickens, and this one an Acadian lady picking apples. And we have this reproduction of a witch weather vane. And some more paintings down below there that I'm not going to fish out.
but this huge Lunenburg Foundry mold that actually comes out looking like a sailing ship. So very neat piece there. Got a large fishing float, and you get the basketball wooden barrel with it, which makes it easier for me so it's not rolling around the floor. Again, reproduction telescope, a very nice decorator piece, and it's great. Early painted whirligig. Look at the paddles on this one. Oh, the light's gonna mess us up here. Just a nice early one again. And there's a nice print of Bear River. I actually really like that one. It's not the right way for me to photograph it for you. And we've got a clock in there. And we've got this reproduction kettle. This is a massive thing. And there is a price tag on the bottom of $129. So it wasn't a cheap one in its day, that's for sure. But a really neat decorator piece there, copper and brass. We also have this early, very early grandfather clock. Now, not running at the present, but that doesn't mean it can't be made to run. Fortunately, it's just too dark here for me to give you a good look at this moon dial, which is really neat. This would be late 1800 or late 18th century, so you're looking at the late 1700s, very early 1800s for this grandfather clock. I don't know how well this is coming through. As far as I'm concerned, every house that likes antiques ought to have at least one grandfather clock in it. It's just nothing looks more antique to me than a good old grandfather clock, working or not. And finally, which I almost forgot, we have some of the great folk art pieces over here in the case. And there's more of the Heike Wagners down there. This one's great. Have you tried Feed? Melanson is the artist on this one, but really well done. Great little model runabout boat there. Some more folk art in the back. And we have the Mermaid here, which is a fan favorite. And I think the other, the watches. The watches are in there. And that ship back in behind the Mermaid. And that Markland press and this monkey are for the next sale. An idea of what's coming up right after it. We have Crocs and parking meters and railroad lanterns and bottles and oil cans and fireboxes and Crocs and parking meters of all sorts and sizes. Nice auto bulb display case there. These meters over here. Thermometer for 7-Ups and toppers, Coca-Cola stuff, some early bottles, marbles, nice little coach lantern, railroad piece, more parking meters, some old tins, mail topper, more parking meters, great early parking meter just ads. It's nice American Model 1. Some really neat stuff. Including these two full-size, fully working slot machines with tokens. One of the best Gerstner machinist boxes I've ever seen. And all sorts of nifty stuff. Lots and lots and lots of goodies. Railroad, lanterns, tins. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that helps with some of the sizes of the paintings, that sort of thing. If you have any questions, give us a call, drop us an email. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Just don't leave it till the very last day when the auction's closing. Try to get them out before that. Give us more time to answer them. It starts to close at 9 o'clock Thursday evening. And good luck with all your bids, and we hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. All the best. Bye-bye.